day two. It's day two, and I came back. I mowed a couple yards today and came back here just to kind of button some of this stuff up. I'm going to scrape some of this off to the side and put it back, or off from the side and put it in the pile. So yeah, I'll give you a look around. So I'm gonna lop some of these overhanging limbs off, and I cleared it back from the fence. However, some of this stuff like this, I don't know if they want gone, because the fence, the privacy fence, the neighbor's privacy fence ends here. So I left this in the fence. If he wants it gone, I'll let him tell me to take it off, but the rest of this stuff is overgrown on the other side of the fence. So I'm gonna cut these down. Contractors brought a trailer here today to get rid of the debris from the house remodel. All right, so the last of the video showed a lot of this hanging. My battery died yesterday, both batteries, and both cards were full. So I think the first video is like 36 or so minutes, because there's only so much I can put in it, especially sped up to like 300. So, but yeah, yesterday we couldn't even hardly see this building. Now you can go down to the side. It's completely rotten, and a lot of this, I couldn't get any of this off the top just because I don't have the equipment to do so. But I couldn't get any of that down. I hit it with a trimmer and a saw, but so yeah. Most of this back in here was completely overgrown, probably out to here. So yeah, a couple old bicycles and a table. I'm sure they're going to take off whenever they probably flatten these buildings. Me and the contractor that's here were talking, kind of joking about how when this is all done, they'll probably put a fence that attaches to these fences. Well, then I cleared this off and realized, well, there actually is a fence here. So it's pretty grown up here in this midsection, but honestly that fence is in pretty good shape. This building's completely roached, it's gone. So I found a air tank that was back in there, little tugboat for a kid, some sort of kid toy, and old Briggs & Stratton. That's either a snapper or a Murray, maybe. Yeah, all this was, or actually I think that was on the video, I do believe. But yeah, I'm gonna, that train will shut up. I'm on, there's like 4 train crossings down here, so he's got a whistle stop at every one of them. But anyway, I'm gonna finish mowing this just because I mowed some of it, so I'm gonna knock the rest of it out. Yeah, but like I said, I think it turned out pretty well. You know, he's gonna have to get some of this out of here with a skid steer now. When he does, I may even come back and do some of the clearing on the other side of the fence and all the way around, you know. But right now I think we're kind of at a dead standstill here as far as this junk. I'm gonna get a rake and rake some of this stuff back so it doesn't look as bad. But yeah, all right. Let's get these pruners. I've got a little handsaw because I don't. Nope, I did not bring my chainsaw. So I've got these loppers and I've got a little steel hand pruner. definitely going to be easier on the trucks when they pull them in here. And that guy yesterday, the contractor, he pulled down the side there, and I know it has to scratch up your vehicle. Of course, I know most work vehicles are just that, they're work vehicles, but at the end of the day, nobody wants their vehicle damaged. Scratches, dents, dings, those things are going to happen, but nobody wants it to happen. Looks for it, you know. Guy ran his trailer off in the ditch trying to get around me, and he owns a mowing company up the road here. Oh boy, that went well. Golly, it threw that pavement way out here. He's got a big trailer. I think his was, well, obviously a lot wider than this. Well, that's the end of that property. I think I'm, unless he calls me back to help him get some of that stuff once he moves it with the skid steer or whatever, he's gonna, he may take a backhoe or something and pull that down. I don't know, but If he wants my help after that, I'll come back, but other than that, I'm done with that property. If you noticed, and I don't know how many people actually notice this, but it's almost like I'm taking too many circles, or I'm kind of eating up the ground, or I don't back up enough whenever I go into a corner, or it takes me a minute to get turned around. It's because of that sulky. I hate that thing, and I don't know what it is about that sulky, but it does not turn all the way around and allow the wheel, the main bar that comes out from the mower to the wheel, it doesn't allow that wheel to go completely up under that bar. So when you back up, so what it does is it kind of stays at like a 45-degree angle, and if you back up hardly at all, or once it reaches that 45-degree angle, if you back up at all, it eats into the ground. And it's, when I bought the mower, the guy told me that he had a flat tire, so I just thought, well, okay. And it's made by, or well, sold by Bradley Mowers. And so I called Bradley, and they said, yeah, we've got the wheel. Well, they actually charged me for the entire sulky for whatever reason, and that's yet to come off my credit card. But anyway, they straightened it out and sent me the wheel. I put the wheel on it. The wheel was 125 bucks, I think, and it's crazy to think that you can go to Harbor Freight or Northern Tool and for 20 bucks buy the exact same thing. The only problem with buying one of those is the hub's not wide enough. So the guy that I bought the thing off of had been doing that and putting like washers to try to make up that gap, and it was tearing, he was breaking the bolt quite often, and that's actually what ended up flattening his tire. So yeah, but if you notice that I'm having a hard time backing up or whatever, it's because of that. And I'm fairly new to a walk behind, I'm not gonna lie. It's a different beast entirely. I feel like I've pretty much got the zero turn mastered, but well, I say mastered, but you never know. But you know, it's something I've been doing for a few years, but man, that walk behind is just a different beast. But anyway, I've got I'm done for the day. I've got 3 or 4 more tomorrow, and I'm gonna take you along for that, for at least one of them. I'm trying to get where everybody understands that I'm filming or whatever, but some people just don't want their property filmed, and I understand that. But yeah, so I'm done for the day. I'll see you tomorrow.